MBA Panda, your weekly bite-sized business wisdom.
What if the secret to explosive growth isn't having the smartest people or the biggest budgets, but simply measuring what truly matters? Picture this. Two companies start with the same idea. One gets lost in meetings and slogans. The other focuses on a few bold, measurable goals and executes with relentless clarity. 10 years later, only one is still changing the world. And that's the story behind one of the most powerful ideas in modern business. The system that helped Google organize the world's information, helped Bono fight poverty, and helped the Gates Foundation fight disease. It's called OKRs, Objectives and Key Results. Back in the 1970s, a young engineer named John Doerr joined Intel, working under Andy Grove, a leader obsessed with clarity and execution. Grove invented a simple discipline: set ambitious objectives, define measurable results, and hold everyone accountable. Doerr watched it transform Intel from a struggling memory chip company into a global powerhouse. Years later, as a venture capitalist, he saw startups chasing chaos, full of ideas but no focus. So in 1999, Doerr walked into a small office in Mountain View and gave a presentation to two founders named Larry Page and Sergey Brin. He introduced them to OKRs. That moment changed Google forever and would go on to change how organizations everywhere think about performance. Doerr wrote Measure What Matters to capture those lessons, a blueprint for turning ambition into alignment and dreams into data. Focus and commit to priorities. Every leader says focus matters. Few actually practice it. Doerr calls focus and commitment the first superpower of OKRs. He tells the story of Intel's Operation Crush. In 1980, Intel was losing the microprocessor wars to Motorola. Grove's team used OKRs to set one clear objective: win the design battle for the next generation of computers. They broke it into measurable results: sign up 2,000 customers, train every sales rep, dominate benchmarks. Everyone knew the goal. Everyone saw their part in the fight. Within a year, Intel won and changed the industry forever. That's the power of focus. As Doerr says, when you choose to focus on what matters most, you choose not to do everything else. The lesson is simple. Clarity is kindness. When you make priorities visible and measurable, people stop guessing and start achieving. Align and connect for teamwork. If focus keeps a company disciplined, alignment keeps it moving in the same direction. At Google, OKRs are public. Anyone can see the CEO's objectives and their own manager's key results. This transparency creates trust and connection. When everyone knows what everyone else is working toward, ego fades and collaboration thrives. Doerr shares the story of MyFitnessPal, a fitness startup whose founders used OKRs to align engineering, marketing, and user growth. At first, they set vague goals like increase engagement. After adopting OKRs, they set clear targets: grow monthly active users from 2 million to 5 million in 6 months. Suddenly, every team saw how their work fit the mission, and they hit the number. As Doerr puts it, transparency breeds accountability, and accountability breeds results. Track for accountability. Setting goals is easy. Tracking them is what separates talkers from doers. Doerr calls this the third superpower: track for accountability. Every OKR is a living contract between leaders and teams. Progress is checked regularly, not yearly. No one waits for annual reviews to see if something failed. At the Gates Foundation, Bill and Melinda Gates used OKRs to tackle global disease. Each program had clear metrics: vaccination rates, cost per treatment, lives saved. Every quarter, they reviewed progress and adjusted. No ego, no excuses. The result? Billions of dollars allocated more efficiently and millions of lives impacted. Because what gets measured gets managed, and what gets managed improves. Stretch for amazing. The final superpower is stretch for amazing, setting goals so bold they border on impossible. When Sundar Pichai led Google Chrome, he set an audacious OKR, reached 20 million users in 1 year. They missed, but still hit 10 million. Then they aimed for 50 million and surpassed it. By continuously stretching, Chrome became the world's #1 browser. Doerr calls these moonshots. They inspire creativity and courage. Even if you fall short, you land ahead of where you started. As Larry Page once said, if you set a crazy goal and fail, you still fail above everyone else's success. So what really makes organizations great? It's not luck or charisma, it's clarity, it's focus. It's the discipline to measure what matters and ignore what doesn't. OKRs aren't about numbers, they're about meaning. They connect dreams to data, inspiration to execution. And when done right, they turn mission into momentum. From Intel to Google, from Bono to the Gates Foundation, Doerr shows that any team, business, nonprofit, or personal, can change the world if they learn to measure what truly matters. Here's your challenge. Write down one objective that truly matters to you or your organization right now. Then define 3 key results that will prove you're making progress. Make them public, make them measurable, and review them regularly. Clarity creates momentum. Discipline creates freedom. And when you measure what matters, you don't just achieve more, you become the kind of leader who inspires others to do the same. Thanks for watching MBA Panda. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who loves business insights. If there's a business lesson or topic you'd like us to cover next, drop it in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep learning and keep growing.